Hey there, Sharon, Horne-Ellstrom here. A reminder that life is good. Today we are talking about the step 5 of the IDEANCE process for Be a Better You annual challenge. Step 5 is N for next, and we're going to reflect, and we're going to talk about what's next. I'm Sharon Horne-Ellstrom, and I've been popping in every day. Today is day 179 of our annual challenge, and we're looking at the process that we created in January to help us to grow, improve, change one main thing each month as we focus on the life framework that I share: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution this month, communication, and confidence. And I'm sharing them in a really different order this year. I totally looked at the last several years of how I've shared and what I've shared, and I blew it all up and changed the order. And I'm finding that by looking at things in a different order, different areas and aspects of our life, I am having new awarenesses and ahas that I didn't have by doing the same thing more than 1 year in a row. So today's step 5 of our IDEANCE process is next. So what are we going to do? We're going to reflect on the actions that we took yesterday. We took an action yesterday, right? If you didn't, do it today and then reflect tomorrow. So your next step is automatically to do the thing you didn't do yesterday. I love the movies Frozen and Frozen 2. I watch them with my granddaughters. I have young granddaughters, and so, of course, they are always belting out Frozen songs in their cute little voices. And in Frozen 2, I think that Anna gets it from the Troll King originally, or maybe it's from General Mateus. I can't remember the characters exactly. One thing about having granddaughters is you don't ever really see a movie all the way through. When they're young, you see bits and pieces of it. You watch it about 20 times before you actually catch the whole movie. And then you want to watch it one time in order to know what comes when. But that's a grandparent thing, right? Or a parent thing. I remember my son watched the Wizard of Oz movie for 2 years on a VHS tape until the tape literally broke and wore out. Every single day, all day long, it had to be playing, or there was tantrums involved and crying involved. Nobody wants their baby to be crying. So in that, Anna is given the advice to do the next right thing. All you can do is do the next right thing. So I credit her with saying it, but that's what I'm talking about today. We've looked at where we are right now with respect to contribution. Then we looked at where we want to be. That created a gap between the two, which automatically, when we focus on what we want, starts to draw us toward it. The universe works in magical ways in terms of giving us what we need when we need it and when we're ready for it so that we can take action. Thus, a reason that I love the brainstorming step of the process is we think of all these things that we maybe never ever thought about before and give ourselves permission to do them by taking action on them like we did yesterday. And then today we look at, okay, well, what happened? Now, a lot of times we'll take an action and we won't know the results of it right away. If you pick up the phone, you make a phone call and you ask somebody something and that's your action and they say no, well, you got your answer right away. But a lot of the actions that we take don't have instantaneous results that we can see, measure, feel, hear, taste, touch, whatever. So we want to reflect on what we expect the outcome to be. We want to focus on what we want the outcome to be, right? We want the person to say yes. Maybe you left a voicemail for someone and you're waiting for them to respond. Will they respond or not? Or will you have to place another call, or will you have to send a different type of message, or will you have to find a different way to come in contact with that person? Or perhaps along the way of your journey, you find another person who's way better for what it is that your ask is. So I'm kind of talking around it, but our step today is to look at where we've come and how we're going and determine what's the next thing we're going to do. Maybe we take the same action that we took yesterday, but in a slightly different way. Maybe we just say, I'm going to hold and wait and see what happens, but today I'm going to create some affirmations around, which is an action, by the way, around the contribution that I want to make, how I want to impact the world. I hope I'm being clear with this. We're just going to ask ourselves, what is the next right thing? And then we're going to do the next right thing. We're not just going to take one action and then just wait for weeks or months wondering if it's going to work. We are going to take massive action. I credit Tony Robbins with, and I always was an action taker, but with encouraging me and all of us that he interacts with to continually take massive aligned action, massive action that feels right to you. All right. So any questions about this? I've already got in my my handy dandy notebook already. Reflect on the process so far. Progress, results, yes or no. Maybe you don't know. Expectations. Always make your expectations that everything's going to work out for you, because the universe is rigged in your favor. And then what's the next right thing to do? What's the next thing I'm going to do? I don't know. I haven't done it yet today, but I'm going to do it, and I encourage you to do the same. If you need help with this or any of the steps in the IDEANCE process, or anything we've talked about thus far this year, or that you want to make sure we talk about this year, please reach out and just let me know. You can ask questions on this video. You can comment on this video if you're watching it on Facebook, or Facebook, in my Facebook group or on my Facebook page. If you see it somewhere else, just Google me and send me a message, okay? Sharon Horne-Ellstrom. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom. No, it's not Sharon Horne. It's easyhubs@gmail.com. Anyway, I am not hiding, or I'm hiding in plain sight. So if you need help, please, please, please ask. Otherwise, well, make it an awesome day. What's next for you with respect to contribution? And have an awesome day. I'll be with you tomorrow.